Hi there, everybody. This is Lee, and I'm talking about minimum wage with this video. I'm looking at an article at Common Dreams. It's actually a press release. It's dated December 28th, and it's from the People's Action. And the title is In Every State, Minimum Wage Falls Far Short of a Living Wage. They say that in urban and rural states across the country, the living wage is consistently far higher than the minimum wage and higher than most people would actually guess. And so they're saying that workers in some cities and states will be getting a raise next week as the annual minimum wage increases go into effect around the country. And then some cities and states have passed significant minimum wage increases. So some workers will see raises of $1 or more as a minimum wage, as they go up to like $12 per hour, 15 or $13 per hour, something like that. There's research called Waiting for the Payoff. It's been released by the People's Action Institute. They're saying that a living wage for a single adult, a wage that actually allows workers to make ends meet, is $17.28 per hour nationally. And they're saying yet in many states, come January 1st, minimum wage workers will receive just a nickel or a dime more per hour. And in the states that pay workers for the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour, there will be no raises again. The federal minimum wage hasn't changed since 2009. And so they're saying that in every state, the minimum wage falls far short of an actual living wage. And so I'm going to post a link to this article in the description. And then I'm also going to post a link to the Waiting for the Payoff, the How Low Wages and Student Debt Keep Prosperity Out of Reach report. It's a job gap economic prosperity series, and I'll let people view and download that full report from this link. But basically, it's saying that education is often advertised as a great equalizer in income. But as the cost of college breaks family budgets and requires students to take out thousands of dollars in educational loans, the wages that result from the education, even those with a degree, have not kept pace and have even declined in many occupations. And so there have been wins to raise the minimum wage in certain cities. The current wage does not provide a living wage. So they're saying that increasing minimum wage to a living wage and then abolishing the tipped sub-minimum wage will help more workers make ends meet. The thing is that student debt forgiveness is also vital in this. And then because systemic barriers mean women and people of color are disproportionately impacted by low wages and student debt, more must be done to strengthen and enforce equal opportunity statutes. And so there's tables in this PDF, single adults living wage versus minimum wage by state, and then median student debt and monthly payments for graduates by state, and then traditional single adult living wage versus student debt living wage by state. And so you can find the full report at that link. There's another article, and this is a press release by the New Jersey Green Party, which is very active and very engaged. I'm hoping that they'll be able to run candidates in 2017 as well as 2018. I think New Jersey and Virginia has significant elections in 2017, and then everyone else is 2018. But the New Jersey Greens are highly organized and got a lot to say. Why New Jersey Greens oppose the appointment of fast food king for labor secretary. So talking about minimum wage and things like that. The Green Party is very concerned about the latest appointment. This is Andrew Pudzer to the position of labor secretary for the Trump administration. They use the word reprehensible in this um, press release. They say that Pudzer is the CEO of CKE Restaurants, and that's the parent company of Hardee's and Carl's Jr. He has been very critical of raising the federal minimum wage. He opposes the Labor Department rule that would make more workers eligible for overtime pay. He has been critical of paid sick leave, and he is an outspoken proponent of automation that has promised to automate his own chains everywhere the minimum wage has been raised. So that's the level of hostility he has towards raising the minimum wage. And they're saying in this press release that it's funny that President-elect Donald Trump has repeatedly said that he supports American workers and he wants to save American jobs. But this particular appointment is opposite everything that he said and the promises that he made. And they're implying that those promises were hollow. And so the Department of Labor, apparently in 60% of its investigations of CKE restaurants, Pudzer's own restaurants and franchises, found that they have violated wage and hours laws. And so, it's just not making a lot of sense. And they say that this appointment would go against what would be U.S. Code, Title 29, Chapter 12, Part 551, which states that the Labor Department was created to foster, promote, and develop the welfare of wage earners of the United States, to improve their working conditions, and to advance their opportunities for a profitable appointment. And so they're trying to figure out how Donald Trump is going to meet the promise to make America great again by appointing Andrew Pudzer for labor secretary when he is so hostile to labor. It's not adding up here. It's not checking all the boxes. So there are questions. Definitely the Green Party of New Jersey has many questions. And it just goes back to the concerns about the minimum wage versus an actual living wage versus people being able to live prosperous lives. And you think about this with the minimum wage here and the fact that people are trying to get benefits with their job, and then you look at who is in Congress, Republican majority, with benefits, living wage, health care, all of them are very well taken care of by us, the taxpayers. But for some reason, people seem to think that they themselves are not deserving of having a minimum wage, a cost of living increase, a fair enjoyment of work, and the prosperity that comes with a 40-hour work week, healthcare, benefits, pension, all that kind of stuff that is enjoyed by certain members of our Congress, certain members of our political government, administration. And then the ordinary taxpayers seem to think, why should we have that? It's just funny when you really think about it. I'm really hoping that people see things for what they are. On the left side of the aisle, maybe things a little bit clearly because there's more distance and perspective. On the right side, it might take a little bit more time, but when you kind of think about it, if our Congress members have health care, shouldn't we have health care too? That's not asking too much, I don't think. Anyway, I'll leave these links in the description, and everyone can read for themselves and see what they think. And hopefully, we'll all have a happier and prosperous new year. Good luck.